Hello and welcome back for the next part of my Final Fantasy X Anniversary Challenge playthrough. So I found out that the teleport pads right back to the Gagazet Cave from the campsite don't activate until a little later on, so instead of finishing the Gagazet capturing, I decided I would just get through Zanarkand and get through these random encounters. So party-wise, we are set up with Waka Tidus Riku, or Waka Tidus Yuna. Haste ring on most, or haste ring SOS haste on most characters, but not active just yet. I've got Auron out of the party and using initiative on Yuna, both because she's faster and also because there are some enemies that I can still stone touch here, and I don't have stone touch on Yuna. But yeah, we're mostly going to be bringing in Riku, of course. Now, there's a few items and bits and pieces off the road here, but I don't think I need any of them. So we're just going to head straight down. Alright, great opportunity to get SOS HP set up, since we can just dream powder these ones. Okay. How much health are we looking at? Not too much on the Ahriman. I have already captured both of these. Let's just bring in Lulu and start setting people's HP up. I don't need to use Lulu's magic offensively here at all, so no problem with just hitting ourselves, basically. And who else do I want? Well, I definitely want Riku in SOS HP. Could also do some stealing here, although I don't think these enemies have anything particularly good to steal. Maybe I should just throw a couple of items and take this thing out. Yeah, we've got lots of fire gems, and they're easy to get more of if we need them for future bosses. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that they do half damage to the Grendel. I think another one should kill the Ahriman though. Okay, Waka, yeah, hit yourself. Let's get haste active on Riku. Alright, and yeah, Waka can attack himself once more and get haste set up there. Haste on Yuna would also be good. I'm not going to bother getting it on all of my characters. Let's see, I can't remember what this enemy's resistance to death and petrification are like. But we can try and take him out just with Stone Touch, Death Touch. I think he's immune to... or I want to say he's immune to death. We will find out in a minute. It's also the case that he's going to just basically skip his first turn and then fire a fireball at us on his second turn, so we've got plenty of time. In fact, yeah. Let's get haste on Auron as well, since he does have Death Touch and Stone Touch at the ready. Alright, that didn't really do much. Okay, so he's woken up, and... oh, was I just attacking with the TKO? I was. That was a little loose. So it didn't say immune. I think this does not work though. Oh, that didn't say immune either. Yeah, so now the question is, does it just have enough resistance that we're never going to be able to actually connect with Stone Touch or Death Touch? Okay, well, here's what I can do. I can bring in... Or I can switch Whacker to Danger Arm Guard. Danger Arm Guard with Null Blaze, there we go. And got one more attack with Oren. Yeah, that didn't do too much damage in the end. Trying to think about resources. What do I want to use here? I think using a Petrified Grenade is actually fine. Petrified Grenade is less useful against enemies in the Zanarkand Dome, for instance. It's a bit of a waste. Like, we sort of faffed around for 5 minutes for a fight we could have just won with a Petrified Grenade, but I think the SOS HP is going to be a little useful. There's some of these fights that we can't just take out with Dream Powder, right? And we have to do some amount of, like, letting the enemies, you know, take turns and KO characters and what have you. Okay, I do want to start with rematch on Whacker though. And yeah, Gorgon Gaze on Aaron is fine. Yeah, that looks good. I don't think this chest has anything I need, but we're not really taking much of a detour. There's one of these that has a bunch of gil, although honestly, I don't think I need that either. Alright, let us... I'll do a steal from this thing, although I think it's just, yeah, high potion. And then I'll just Petrified Grenade them. Yeah, so there's a chest with Gil. There's a spiritual Taj for Riku, but I don't think that does anything for us in this challenge at all. Dark Flan. We haven't captured one of these yet, but I don't have Zombie Touch yet either, so let's pass on that. So I think I just steal a couple more Star Curtains and then throw a Candle of Life. Yeah. How many candles do I have? 9. Okay, might need to go stock up on more of those. I don't believe there's any other great way to deal with this.
Looks like the close enough.
Yeah, I think the Candles of Life are going to be taxed a little bit because there's the Dark Flan's here, and then there's also the Defender, the big robots in the Zanarkand ruins. On the other hand, though, we can steal more Candles of Life from the zombie monks, so once we're in the dome, that should be fine. Yeah, same again. This is what Petrified Grenades are for. Once we finish capturing in wherever it is, maybe the Jose Road, I think, we'll unlock a bunch of Petrified Grenades as a reward from the Arena Man. So it's not like we can, yeah, we'll get a full load of them then anyway. Let's check out that haste ring. I don't think... Yeah, I actually already have a haste ring with and without HP plus 10%. I've got another one without. Well, it sells for 20,000 gil, maybe? Though, thinking about it, we probably don't have much more we need to buy in terms of gil. There's always monster arena farming, though. Oh, Behemoth. Alright. Good opportunity to maybe get a zombie touch weapon. So, how do I want to do this? I think Dream Powder plus Poison Fang is fine. Yep. Ah, no equipment. Okay. These guys again. Let's grab ourselves a high potion and petrify grenade. Alright, and one last encounter, I guess. Same again. Yeah, I think there's only a couple of items that I can't get more of right now. One is the smoke bombs. So for the defenders, I'll probably just throw a bunch of Phoenix Downs and use Candle of Life rather than using smoke bombs. We'll see how we go. They're a pretty common encounter. And then there's stuff like the stamina tablets that I'm not really using in the random encounters anyway. Okay, not going to bother with the save sphere here. Let's just keep our SOS HP set up.
Journey up.
I am the summoner Yuna.
Your eyes.
Yeah, let's just get all the way through to the dome. I don't remember the exact sequencing of when the teleporters unlock, but I know that by the time you finish the puzzles in the temple, and you've basically got the lift with the Spectral Keeper fight set up, you can definitely backtrack from that point pretty easily. So let's get to there, then we'll do Gagza capturing, and then we'll do Spectral Keeper plus Unalaska.
If it might benefit the...
I'm also not going to pick up any of the treasure in this area, although I maybe should have checked in case there was some kind of armor or weapon that'd be useful. I think there's lots of stuff like key spheres, fortune spheres, or maybe the last area had the fortune sphere, but anyway, you know, just stuff that's not useful for No Sphere Grid.
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
Okay, now, I don't think I need to switch equipment up right now. We will need to change our strategies a little bit, but yeah, the important thing is just having haste. It's nice that Yuna and Waka revived with SOS HP and haste. Waka, thanks to the HP plus 10% on his fast break armor. Nope, don't think we need to do anything else. How many Phoenix Downs do I have? 98, okay, good. Yeah, definitely going to be using those. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it's not worth trying to buff Orin to survive any of this thing's attacks, even with Protect and Defend. So let's try just using a Candle of Life and then throwing it'll only need to actually throw at most like 8 or 9, because it's 10 turns, but it doesn't matter. We have a couple of character slots lost here, and Waka can evade its attack. I don't know if Lulu has high enough evasion to evade. I could have her as the third character here. Yuna and Waka are great because we can revive an SOS HP. Yeah, let's not bother with the smoke bomb. Also worth bearing in mind that 2 weapon switches with Waka is faster slightly than defend because of the way he has an odd tick speed and it is under haste. Yeah, let's just do this. Like I say, I'm not sure about the evasion. I think the accuracy of the attack is so high that Yuna and Lulu's evasion won't matter, but I think this is the most efficient setup in terms of minimizing Phoenix downs after throw. Perfect start. Alright, let's go up to 2 times speed. It's not like anything interesting is happening. I could steal more lunar curtains, but to be perfectly honest, I don't need to. We're not going to have any trouble keeping up with these guys' attacks, even when he does KO characters. Ouch. So that was what, 7,000 pre-mitigation? Yeah. I think my assessment was correct. Not really worth trying to survive that. And yeah, micromanagement of the tick's not really important. Do I want to revive Lulu? I don't think I should need to. We'll see. Could have run into a little bit of trouble here if, like, Waka had gotten KO'd there. By a little bit of trouble. Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I didn't actually intend to revive Lulu there. Okay, that's the last Phoenix down we should need to throw. I'm certainly fine if Lulu gets hit. Nice, alright, we don't have to worry about SOS HP. And yeah. He's just gonna die right here. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. No need for the spoke bomb. It doesn't block the haymaker anyway. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this encounter is solid by Waka with Rematch and Danger Arm Guard. So I think we want to steal some more Candles of Life and then basically let Waka solo it. Don't really feel like wasting items on the kicking mech, to be honest. Yeah, and Waka would get a turn before the enemies here thanks to haste, even if we hadn't got a preemptive strike, so that's good to know. Oh, Profying Salt, not what I wanted. I can also speed this up by just Phoenix downing one of these guys. Need to be careful with the Phoenix downing the other one because of Thrust Kick. And I also need to switch to No Blaze, there we go. Candle of Life. Alright, nice. I guess we may as well work on this thing's health. Alright, let's speed this up. Yeah, grabbing the extra candles of life is nice. I know it's a little tedious to win the battle in this fashion, but it's not going to take too long. I can actually just kill the monk as well now, because with only one character active, we're not going to see thrust kick. And then I guess I can switch to... Yeah, I mean, there's stuff we could do to speed this up. We could also try to get the robot under slow. That's probably a little ambitious. The right, the encounters with the double kicking and artillery robot, or kicking plus double artillery, like basically the encounters with the triple mechs are going to be far harder. We can still win them with a evade encounter, but yeah, it's going to take a little more effort because of the need to avoid the AoE attack from the artillery ones, the YATs. In Zanmeto's guide for this challenge, for No Sphere Grid, No Summons, No Customize, No Overdrive, his advice is to use double Shadow Gem plus a Fire Gem, rather than leaning so heavily on evade encounter. But I don't think there's sort of an adaptation of that strategy that works with the extra 40% HP. Plus, I don't have that many Shadow Gems, to be honest. Let's see, I don't think... Yeah, we switch back to Fast Break. It's really important we start the battle with that. Yeah, but I think... They may be slow, but I think it's basically a guaranteed win against those encounters. Yep, this guy again, no problem. Gonna do the exact same strategy as before. I believe we should be able to get away in terms of characters being fast enough that I don't need to revive Lulu. May as well grab the lunar curtains. And I'll speed this one up as well. Yeah, maybe just be a little careful to have characters get turns as soon as possible after the boss turn. Just in case with only 2 character slots up, we have issues with like sequencing of the enemy attacks, meaning we don't have time. So let's see what happens now. No, I definitely want Yuna. So Yuna gets a turn. I think basically the defender's just not that fast. Is why this works fine. Yeah, especially if it targets Yuna multiple times in a row, we can just do this. And then Yuna gets a turn to revive Waka. Yeah, this is good. And that's it. Can even, I guess, get a free steal in again. Alright, nice. Happy with my strat for the encounters so far. And we do not want Riku in the front line. Okay, triple monks. Well, looks like a great opportunity to grab more Candles of Life. and we don't even necessarily need to use Phoenix Downs. Let's just go for Dream Powder. How much health did these guys have? I should be able to figure it out, but... okay, so... I can have... Alright, I can have Tidus throw... or characters throw Alchemede high potions. Yeah. Although, I don't think we're really going to run out of Phoenix Downs. And they're cheaper than high potions too. Yeah, never mind that. So let's just go for one successful steal for each, and call it a day here.
There is no... Use me.
So we haven't had any of the triple Machina encounters.
I don't...
Hey,
I think we're reasonably likely to get one before the end here, but we shall see. Certainly happy seeing this encounter. Speed it up again. Oh, I did it again. I just mashed X and it defaulted to Lulu. Oh, but she did dodge. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Well, that definitely justifies having the front line. It's not that there's any problem with reviving Lulu, it's just like... It's just slightly less convenient that she doesn't come back with the SOS haste already active. Oops.
Hey, Bros, you don't have...
Thank you for...
Fine.
Well, I had... Lord Braska. You knew...
Yes, but I...
Orin, but I have come to...
I will defeat sin. Please understand.
I don't think we have more than one or two encounters here, unless I'm misremembering how much of the corridor is left. But this is a tough encounter. Okay, so, like I was saying before, Evade Encounter can win this. The issue is, Whacker needs to have a turn before each of the artillery robots to make sure we're single targeting them. Because even if we're down to just Whacker left in the party, the artillery guys from long distance will still do the AoE attack that he can't evade, and that will just one-shot him. So I think what I need to do... I don't think Whacker with haste is going to be fast enough. I think I need to get them into slow. We probably can't scroll down far enough on the turn bar to see that. Yeah, I mean, so without haste or slow or anything, the artillery robots are roughly Whacker's speed, but I think they will be at least a little faster. And given how long the fight's going to go, obviously we need, you know, we're going to have a point where if they're a little faster, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to go for a silver hourglass here that I got a bunch of from the Sunken Cave capturing. Yeah, and we hit both artillery guys. So now the thing is just to make sure I alternate targets with Whacker, because after each one of their attacks, like before the next attack, Whacker has to hit them. I'm just going to ignore the YKT. Oh, we have another issue here, I guess, which is that Whacker doesn't get... Right, Whacker doesn't get 2 turns right here before the Monster A and Monster C, before the YATs. Okay, that's fine. I just need Yuna to switch for Kimari or Lulu and target, and just like target one of them and make them do a single target attack. And then on the attack cycles after that, we should have enough time. If not, this is a problem, but I think we should be okay here. Yeah, they are both under slow. So Kimari hits Monster A. Whacker hits Monster C. Oh, okay. And if the YKT hits Kimari, then... Right, then Riku switches for Lulu and hits Monster A. Yeah. And that is what happened. Yep. Okay, so unless I mess up in the targeting, we should be good to go now. We've got a lot of turns here. So we just need to remember to alternate between C and A. We're actually going to get more than 2 attacks between their turns most of the time here. But that's fine. We obviously need to eventually kill the down things as well. It's a good job they don't have a high defense stat, because that would make this take 2 or 3 times longer. Alright, let's turn this up to 4 times speed. So yeah, just alternate the target between the artillery guys, ignore the YKT. Provided I always change target, there's no way I can mess this up. Yeah, we're getting more attacks than we need to, but without the slow, I think we would be a little short. If there was the double kicking and only the 1 artillery, then we wouldn't need the slow, and Whacker could just ping down the artillery and keep it on the single target. So yeah, I think very pretty straightforward, like 100% guaranteed strategies for everything in this area, which is nice, of course. The next video, once I get through to the temple and the trials, will be going back to Gagazet and doing the underwater capturing, and that I think will need a bit of luck and also a bit of thought about exactly how to, you know, what combinations of items to be trying to throw. There's no issue with Riku getting the first turn, but of course, because I want to capture, I can't just end the battle with a petrified grenade. But yeah, that'll be fun to figure out. I think I'll also try to get a zombie touch weapon from the arena now I captured the behemoth, just to make capturing the silly dark flan that bit easier. because it still uses White Wind to heal itself even through Silence. If it wasn't for that, then Silence and Frag Grenade would kind of deal with it well enough. I mean, you can still make it work with White Wind. When it's low on health, it'll only use White Wind as a counter some fraction of the time, but it's just annoying. Speaking of annoying... Ah, there we go, okay. Now we have the first guy down. Good. Now I can just mash and win. Alright. Oh, we actually get Phoenix Downs as drops from those enemies. It's funny, between the Candles of Life and the Phoenix Downs, we're kind of self-sustaining here, even in terms of getting back the exact items we're using. Okay, let's just check everyone's equipment. Yep, we're good. Do we have one more encounter? Oh, we do. Oh, it's the same one again. Ugh, okay. Well, it is what it is. Exact same strategy again. Yeah, I see what happens here. The enemies are not vulnerable to delay, unlike the robots in Bavel. So that's why we don't get extra turns right at the beginning of the battle. They are still vulnerable to slow, but yeah, that was why Waka didn't have time to hit both the artillery dudes right at the beginning. So, yeah, we can fit in one steel here. Right. Holy water. Yeah, we may be needing some of that pretty soon. Okay, so... yeah, Waka targets A... Kimahri targets A, Waka targets C, and then if Waka gets KO'd, which would reset the AoE attack from A, Riku switches to Lulu and targets A. But that is not what happened, so I guess I just get a freelance it for what it's worth. It is worth 13 health. Alright, now just the same as before. I think it's good I didn't get the, in some ways it's good I didn't get the rematch in my ability and MP Notes only challenge, just because I know there's a limit to, like, how many of these fights abusing evade encounter people are interested in watching. It is really too powerful. I don't know exactly how you could mod or change it, other than getting rid of it completely or making it not available until right at the end of the game or whatever, but yeah, it is too good for sure. I guess you could just kind of make it so that every enemy had a chance of using an unavailable attack, but it's not a... I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great solution. Whacker landing a reasonable number of crits, that's nice. Although, I suppose we're attacking so many times that the crit chance, yeah, the luck's just going to average out, so the fight's not really going to vary much in how long it takes. Certainly, yeah, the kicking robots not having any attack other than the one that can be evaded is sort of what makes this too easy. Like, the fact that you have to target the artillery ones to make them do the single target attack is kind of, you know, that's fair enough. I haven't gotten as far as these sorts of enemies in P. Birdman's mod, so I'm not sure, but I would have guessed that he has changed something about their attacks and make them more interesting. Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, and although we didn't encounter the fight with the one artillery and the double kickers, it would just be an easier version of this. Easier, but a bit longer. Because Whacker just focuses down the artillery guy. We don't need to use slow on it, because Whacker with haste is always fast enough to force it to use the single target attack. And then, yeah, we just evade and counter everything. And I think we saw all the other encounters in this area, actually. Unless I'm forgetting about one of them. Alright, there we go. Oh, we actually were right at the transition of the area, that's funny. Okay, well, next up will be a video backtracking and doing some Gagazet capturing. And then, yeah, we'll be on to Spectral Keeper and Unalaska. So that should be interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next part.